Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my regulars, and welcome to those of you joining us for the first time. I hope you stay. So not too long ago, I posted a video of myself singing after work, transmuting frustrating negative energy into song, and that is something I normally would never do. I would never post a video of me singing. And I felt that it was important. And I want to talk about why. Because we are in such a potent time right now and in the past month. And we continue to enter into this powerful, especially astrological time of freedom and release. And how we hold our energy, how we allow ourselves to come forth and be in integrity, following the video about the ingus rune, being in our wholeness, being in our whole life force energy, creative potential energy, sexual energy, being in our whole and integral. This is so important, and this is why I shared a video of me singing in the dark after work. Because, these past days, weeks even, I've been interacting with a lot of frustrating energy, people with invasive energy, negative energy, and some from even close friends of mine who I thought were close friends of mine. And how we interact with that energy is so representative of our integrity. How we interact with that energy is representative of our integrity. Energy itself is neither negative or positive. It is neither good nor bad. It is how one works with, how one uses that energy. And so, interacting with someone who has very invasive energy, how am I going to use that? How am I going to transmute that? It is not in my benefit. It is not to anyone's benefit to take that energy and spread more negativity. That is not what we serve. That is not what we serve. We serve the highest good. We serve love. We serve joy and creativity and the betterment of this earth. And so taking that energy, wow, thank you. Each person is a teacher. Our negative experiences are our best teachers. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly. People who bug you, who frustrate you, who are negative to be around, those people show you where your holes are. They show you where your energetic leaks are. If you are not like the ingus rune and whole, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, the ingus rune is a complete diamond like this. And it represents life force energy, vitality, creative energy, sexual energy, life force energy. And if someone can penetrate that, that shows a hole in the integrity of your energy, of your being. And that's why I say there's lessons in that. Because if you can find where there's those holes and those leaks are, my friends, you can patch those up. Like a clay pot. You find the leak, you take more clay, and you make it whole so that it contains the water in a good way. Nobody can taint your waters. Nobody can taint your waters. I see people who throw those negative energies as practice, as training in this life, because they show me how I can be more integral, how I can... That doesn't mean it's not frustrating. That doesn't mean that doesn't piss me off, but it shows me how I can be a better carrier of all of this energy. I don't want to attract that, but it happens. We live in a world with tons of people, and tons of people who aren't aware, who just simply don't care, or who get off in being complainers or negative or egotistical, whatever, you know? But energy is potential. Energy is potential. And so if you receive negative energy for someone, does it go through? Or does it hit a barrier that you created, the foundation of your being over time, with hard work, with awareness, with reflection, and it goes, okay, I have this energy, let me transmute it into song. Let me transmute it into a poem, or writing, or artwork, or going for a walk, or loving on your animals, or calling a friend. Turning it into an expression of your choosing. Not the immediate reaction of spreading more poison. We're not here to spread poison. We're here para limpiar los aguas, to clean the waters. To clean the waters. I felt like I had an example, but it's leaving my mind at the moment. But remember that. Remember that in each person, there is a teacher. In each situation, there lies a lesson. There lies an opportunity for you to be a better person, to hold and cultivate yourself in a really good way. Your most difficult moments, the most difficult people in your life, those are your greatest teachers too. And you may find that significant people and significant things may leave your life. And I speak from experience. I speak from experience of having gone through some really shitty situations. From people that I love and who I thought loved me. And you know what? I am so grateful. Because learning from that and transmuting that pain and all of that was thrown at me, transmuting that, I am now stronger. I have better boundaries. That was the example I was going to give, is that especially this past week, interacting with these people who have a lot of invasive negative energy, what that taught me is that one of my leaks or cracks in my pot is I can learn to set better boundaries in certain situations. That is a lesson for me. That will help me grow. That will help me become more of who I am and able to express who I am in a whole, integral, genuine way, because I don't have leaks for other energies to enter through, because I have cultivated that wholeness for myself. And you can too. I believe in you. I believe in you. So, haters gonna hate. We gonna create. And it's gonna be great. Los quiero mucho.